recharge your energy and beat burnout. I was traveling 4 days a week, working a corporate job that had no hours of operation. Literally, I started at 5 a.m. and I had therapists in crisis and things going on all the way till 9 o'clock in the evening, and people calling into me, calling in for work at 3 o'clock in the morning. There was no end. I was completely burnt out, stressed out, had trouble losing weight, and felt completely overwhelmed. My relationships were suffering, and I was on medication because my anxiety was through the roof. I needed to make some big changes, and that's when I began to implement some strategies in order to begin to beat burnout, feel more centered and balanced, and have more energy. Here are the few things that I did in order to beat burnout. Number one is scheduled in self-care. I made it a priority to have at least 15 minutes blocked in at a minimum for myself. That's me time every single day. Did not matter what I was doing, going for a walk, working out, doing some meditation, some light stretching. There's so many different things that you can do. Find out what brings you joy, and then just make sure that you are actually using that 15 minutes for yourself. The second thing was actually paying attention to the food that I was eating. Instead of filling my body with junk and going out to eat with everybody else from the office, or having them grab me something, or finding things along the road or through a drive-through whenever I was out busy, I would always make sure that I was taking things with me, because that really helps me from having these ups and downs, these really highs on caffeine and sugar, and then having a crash. And having a crash when you have to drive 2.5 hours home is not ideal. So making sure that I was having really balanced meals throughout the day and I was fueling myself with the proper nutrition made a big difference on being able to give me more energy and also more focus and way less brain fog. The third thing is actually setting some boundaries. My bosses had no idea what boundaries were, and they didn't care what was going on in my life because they were constantly calling me with, this needs to be dealt with, this is the crisis, what are you gonna do about it? And there came a point where I actually had to say, like, I cannot do my job effectively if you expect me to just answer, jump just like that when I'm in the middle of something else. And so I'm not saying that you can always say no to your bosses, to the work that comes your way, but you have to know what your own boundaries are and your own limitations. Because bottom line, we want to do a really great job and we want to do our job effectively. And you can't do that if you're always saying yes and not setting any type of clear expectations. This also goes for your personal life. You want to be a people pleaser, you want to have, engaged in social activities. But if you're completely exhausted, you need to take care of yourself first. So that means actually saying no to some things that aren't really going to bring you joy, aren't really what you want to be doing, and it's okay to say no. The people that are your friends, your family, that love and care about you the most, they should want you to be happy and healthy, most importantly. So they're gonna understand when you say, this is just not what I need right now. I actually really need some sleep. So these are some things that you can begin to immediately implement and find out what areas of your life you can begin to implement some of these strategies to help you beat burnout and overall have more energy, because it's a skill set that will last with you forever, no matter what phase of your life that you're in. And you're going to need to be able to apply this skill set so that way you can thrive inside of your job and at home. So drop me a thumbs up over here in the comments. Let's show each other some love and support if you are a totally stressed out, busy individual that is wanting to have more energy, because we all need some more support. We all need to support each other in this community. Let me know if I can help you. Feel free to use the link to book a qualification call, and we'll see you for a good fit and how I can help you begin to beat burnout, have more energy, be healthier, and create some overall balance in your life.